Welcome back to the channel, Maximum Football fans. And today we have a throwback. It's been a long time since me and this knucklehead have done a Maximum Football video together. I got my boy Quasi91 in the house to talk about the things that are going to be confirmed in Maximum Football when it comes out for early access. So since you had the interview with Micah, I'll go ahead and let you open up the floor, Quasi, and talk about Offline Dynasty.
Well, I think we should just first jump to this. As soon as you said about Offline Dynasty being a huge part of what they want to pull off, they first sat down and talked about franchise being first and then Dynasty second, but they realized the way to go was definitely Dynasty. So what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to create your team, go into it, hire and fire your coaches, get that started, and then once that's over with, player development. Player development is key because it's all tied to coaches, which I know that really excites you a lot.
Yes.
Old man.
Yes, true. And let's once again, when the game first comes out, it's just going to be Offline Dynasty only. Online Dynasty will be following it down the road. Now, the next thing that we know that is confirmed is physics-based tackling, also with true physics on the football. That was demonstrated once again in the interview that you had with Micah, where they show the trajectory of the ball, the different animations that go in for the player catching the ball. And also he showed you a little clip about physics and kind of explained the physics-based tackling.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Even as a matter of fact, what's funny is that you showed us the physics-based tackling with the little ball and the human mannequin. That little clip that you're speaking of, it's actually animation within physics, which is really cool how he broke that down. Not only that, the ball trajectory and how the in-air battles that you got to have, the fact that so much work goes in just such a thing that we think is simple, and it's not really simple. It's a lot to go into, a whole lot of work to be able to break down just a wide open wide receiver catching the ball.
Exactly.
It's really crazy.
Exactly. Now with that, we also know that online head-to-head is going to be in early access, and that goes for both ranked and unranked. And the one thing I think that you got to it on Maximum Monday, where it showed your rank and how you're going to be able to customize that screen, make it look however you want it to. It also goes in and it shows the disconnect rating of your opponent, his sportsmanship, which I think is quite unique, harkens back to the days of Fight Night Champion.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably the biggest thing that you noticed right off the rip was the sportsmanship or the do not finish meter. I really hope that pops up before the game so you don't really waste your time. But it's just really cool to be able to customize your entire online profile.
Yes.
I liked it.
Yes, 100%. And that goes right into the next thing, which is team customization. And I'll put quotes to an extent. Okay. And we'll kind of get into that at the end of the video when we're going to talk a little bit about maybe the monetization model. So I'll get into roster files, which is real big with the whole sim community and the people that want to create their own leagues.
Yeah, exactly. He answered the question right off the rip. He said, yes, day one, you'll be able to upload and put roster files up for download for you and your friends. Honestly, we don't know the limit yet. And again, this is another in quotation because obviously you're not going to be able to make 100 plus files. I don't think that's going to happen. Just the same with the team customization. There will be limits.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And the last thing that we know that's confirmed is custom conferences. So you'll be able to slide teams and move teams around and kind of lay it out how you want it.
I think that goes hand in hand in team customization, right? They want to be able to pull in and pull out real teams with pre-made or fake teams. Yes. So they want you to be able to make as many conferences as big as you want, as small as you want, so you can compete with the teams that you make.
Yep. Okay, just said a second ago, let's talk about the elephant in the room. It seems like it has everybody worried. It's their monetization model. And this is what they could possibly do. They let a couple things out during the interview where Micah kind of got into the customization a little bit and how that will be handled.
Yeah, honestly, he said right off the rip. So basically the preset, the basic templates you'll be able to do. You'll be able to make as many basic teams as you want. There'll be no limit on that. But it's like, as far as like the really high tier, the fancy stuff, the new helmets, the new cleats, the new accessories. Like if they get sponsorship, like they already have Adidas,
Yes.
right? Let's say they get on Under Armour, you have to pay for those things. It's only logical. Like, why would you expect people to go into a free to play game and not have to pay for a few things?
Yeah, spending all these hours of their lives creating this game and just like get nothing back for it. But this is what I believe. I think that down the road, and this is just me, this has nothing to do with Maximum. I believe that their model is going to be is that up front for the first year, 2 years, possibly even 3 years of this game, you're going to get charged through this monetization model. But once the game truly arrives, I think that it will have a price tag on it. So you won't have to pay for these extras. You might have to pay for some extras, but a lot of the crazy customization and everything else will be available for you for a price tag, probably somewhere around the same range as Madden.
I actually like that idea. It's like building foundational blocks, like getting all the things in there they want, and then they can charge you the big price tag later down the line.
The funding. Exactly. Nobody does something for nothing. I don't know where people think we live at.
I mean, you literally saw everybody get upset about having to pay for franchise or dynasty mode or whatever. But honestly, like, I'm all for that. As long as the mode is in depth and it's working correctly, I'll pay for it. It's free, guys. Yeah, it's free. You get a season anyway.
And as long as the game's showing progress and they're listening to the community and the game is fun to play, I see no problem with supporting it. But nonetheless, this is just the things that we know that's confirmed that will be in early access when it releases. I like to thank Quasi for hopping in on this video with me.
Anytime, man.
Yes, sir. But until next time, it's been Smoking Jay and Quasi 91, and we will see you either in the ring or on the field.